One of the deadliest acts of terrorism took place off the south coast of Ireland on the 23rd of June 1985. The tragic bombing of Air India Flight 182, which took off from Toronto in Canada en route to Bombay, now known as Mumbai in India. A bomb which had been placed in a suitcase in the cargo hold exploded at a height of 39,000 feet. The bomb caused an explosive decompression, causing the plane to break up in mid-air and crash into the Atlantic Ocean. All 329 passengers and crew on that flight were killed. In the days which followed, the harrowing task of recovering the bodies of the victims began. And given that many of those on the flight were of Indian heritage, the bodies of many of the victims were brought here to Glasnevin Cemetery, which had the only crematorium in the country at the time. After all, it is Hindu custom that bodies of the deceased are to be cremated. However, one victim of that tragic day was laid to rest here in Glasnevin Cemetery, and that is the 15-month-old Ankur Seth from Ottawa in Canada, who's laid to rest in this grave right here. Now, Ankur Seth, he was originally unidentified when he was laid to rest here in Glasnevin Cemetery. As I say, he died in the plane crash, as did his parents and other members of his family. However, members of his family back in Canada later identified him, and this headstone was put up in his memory. And you can even see the little stones that are placed on the bottom of the headstone, which are placed in memory of poor Ankur Seth. The bombing of Air India Flight 182 on the 23rd of June 1985 was the deadliest act of aviation terrorism until the 9/11 attacks in 2001. And so the simple headstone here in Glasnevin Cemetery serves as a reminder of that tragic day when 329 people lost their lives.